Man, unless they just completely wipe this thing up. Hey, yo, what's up, Cave Trader? You been in since the Asian session? I thought about shorting this. I honestly thought about shorting this, but then I thought to myself, no. I almost shorted this thing. The one thing that will always deter me from taking the short is thinking about how stressful it could be. And I mean, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. This is the reaction Thursday where big money is now in this, or at least they've moved the market. And the question always is the question on Reaction Thursday is, will we see a continuation of the original move, or will we see, some profit taking? Because, with these news moves, we get these big moves in one direction. I mean, this is a big move. We had a big move literally in the last hour of the session where the market recovered the entire move from the entire session. And we've seen the continuation. And usually when I see this type of price action, I see the market forming. When I see the market makes a big move, pulls back, and we see a continuation, well, what I see is a two-legged pullback into a potential area of resistance. So the question is this going to be major resistance? Will we see the big players take their profits and just wait for that pullback underneath prior swings? Will we see that? Or will we see the market try to slowly grind down as, the market is trying to sell off? I mean, it's always something with these little moves. So with these big moves, you say you kind of like the shorts. It would just be nice if the Bears can just follow through. I mean, that's all we're looking for, Bears. If you're going to short the market, follow through. I mean, that's all we're looking for. But it is always a gamble. So yeah, hopefully we can get something. We started up with a lot of volume today. We started with a lot of volume, and honestly, what I'm going to start doing is color coding this so we can just look at this document and just kind of get an idea Uh, one of the things I definitely want to pay attention to is how often one side of the market sees that breakout. And the last couple of sessions, we've had more breakouts to the low than we had to the high, which is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I'm gonna start color coding this, and so I think I'm in this trade. Actually, I'm in this trade with gold. Uh, I'm in at 773. So we'll take this trade too. All right, so I've taken this trade. We'll see if this was a double top rejection here at these highs. Let's see if the bulls can actually, will actually buy this thing right back up. I mean, we have a big move, so I expect the bulls to show up, but uh, my only concern in this trade is that this is a double top rejection here, and that the market is going to potentially try to take out this low right here. Okay. Okay. Mm. All right. Well, looks like that was a double top rejection on gold. Okay. Okay. So we got about 4 minutes and until we see the completion of the orb. Hey, I mean, congratulations on your short. Congratulations. Hopefully, my liquidity is going to help you along the way. The liquidity I provided to the market. Yeah. Well, that was a double top rejection right there for sure. Honestly, I kind of I thought that I thought gold would kind of, I mean, not go straight down. That would at least get a bounce and then, just a continuation here. But mm, I mean, either it bounces or it doesn't. We got about 2 more minutes until this orb completes. I wonder if the Nasdaq is going to be merciful to me and limit me in here. I don't think so, but that's a whole lot of selling on gold. God damn, but these bears ain't playing on gold right now. Mm. All right, about 20 seconds. The orb is going to be confirmed. The 2000s, huh? Gain weight. All right, so we're in. Oops. 429. I'll just put 430. So about 100,000 contracts added in the first 15. Let's see what happens here. God damn, dude. Okay. Mm. Well, I guess, god damn, Bears. Okay, shit. God damn. God dang. All right. I guess the Bears mean it today. So it looks like the market is going to try to reject today, I guess. Oh no, gang, wait. She wants to be saved. She wants to be saved. And I'm a saver. I got my cape and everything. I just got it out of the dry cleaners. I just got my cape out the dry cleaner. She wants to be saved, damn it. Mm, oops. I mean, if this don't pop back up, okay. Mm. You know, sometimes, man, some freaking times, sometimes, what? Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh, oh man! Oh, oh, God damn! God damn! God damn! God damn! Oh my God, yo! Oh my God! Oh my God, yo! Oh my God! Oh oh my God! Oh my no, 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 that's not fair. No, no, no. Oh man, no, no. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. God, God, God. I have to get into a very aggressive entry here. I have to get into a very aggressive entry. My. Mm, mm. Mm. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Oh my God, Nasdaq. Man, that is not fair, man. I mean, this is a very aggressive entry, man. Is the Nasdaq going to do me? Mm, damn. Well, at least my gold play worked out. Yeah, the my gold play just got filled. Okay. Okay. My God, Nasdaq, shit. Damn. All right. All right. So she stopped me out. I wonder if she's going to do the same thing that she just did to me. If she's going to do this crap, this price action right here, where it looked like she was going to sell off, and then she just pops right back up. Or you know what? Hmm. Instead of taking that, let's see what they do here at the or below. Let's see what they do, because I'm gonna keep a buy stop right here, just in case, But I want to see if price will come back to my original play, but mm, I guess the question is actually, let me just take this off. Let's see what they do, because price is making lower lows and lower highs. You say you think my stop was too tight there? It was an aggressive entry. I thought about potentially adjusting my stop, and then I just told myself no. It was an aggressive entry. It was super aggressive. I bought it as it was going up instead of buying it as it went down. So I mean, it was super aggressive. Well, I looked over at my screen and saw that my gold play was working out. Oh shit! What the fuck? All right, well, we're in. We're in. Man, let me see if I can kind of get a little bit more aggressive here. Yeah, because I think we see a. This will. I mean, if I lose this trade, this would be my absolute last trade in this account, and I'll just come back tomorrow because I had I mean, the Nasdaq kind of stopped me out of this one because she was being nasty here, and so this will be my absolute last trade right here. Absolute last. If I get that first target hit, I would be break even for the day. So I would have to rely more on these runner targets. I would have to rely on these runner targets. The second target is where I wanted to be at. That third target, I mean, shit. I mean, if we can get to 25,000, why the fuck not, right? Uh, mm. If we can get a breakout above these highs, obviously the next level of resistance would be like maybe 800, 795 or something like that. Probably do like 793. Okay, 792 is fine then. And then my last target, throw that shit up there to like the 900 or something. Okay. We can get that first target hit, we will be at break even. All right. Actually, I do want to put this up a little bit. Okay. Of course, Nasdaq. Of course. 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 Well, that gold trade super worked out. If you took that follow up gold trade that I took, that super worked out. Ah, yeah. All right. I'll just not pay attention to it for a while. All right, so I just got out of my gold play. This is the reason why I missed that Nasdaq trade because I took this long right here on gold, caught the fucking bottom, and got out near the top. So Made about $1,200 in this play right here with gold. So, and this is my funded account that I just got my payout on. So, I basically got my payout back with this. So, we'll continue to make money in this account. I'm very happy with this trade. All right. All right. Let's see if we can get this trade to work. Let me lock out the account. Let me lock it out. 'Cause I don't want no. Okay. Good. Cool. Cool. All right. So we can focus on the Nasdaq now. Actually, I want to share this video with you guys. Smith sent it to me last night. Cave Trader may have sent this to me too. He may have sent it to me as well. All right, there we go. We're at break even, baby. We in profit now, baby. We in profit. All right. But that was nasty. Man, look, that was nasty right here. What the Nasdaq did, this was nasty, man. That was nasty. That was absolute nastiness, man. Let me see if I can find that video. Smith sent it to me last night, and I listened to it this morning before I got on the on the stream, and and honestly, it's one of those things where the universe you speak it into existence, and then it shows up into your physical reality somewhere. And we spoke about all this last night, and Smith sent me this video, and I watched, and I was like, dude, we literally talked about this last night, and these were the things that, through self-reflection, that I saw within myself. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. It's called it's Trading as a Mirror. It's gonna be this video right here. The creator is Psychology of Profits. So I listened to this video, and I was like, man, this thing is exactly what we talked about during last night's stream. Uh, this was everything that I noticed that I was going through. And one of the biggest things was you have to defeat victory. You have to defeat victory. In some cases, victory is more deadly than failure. Success breeds overconfidence and arrogance. In defeat, we stay humble, and in victory, we become corrupt. We kind of talked about that. The guy that took away that undefeated boxer's record, I forgot his name, the London fighter, the one that I think he beat Tyson Fury. I think. Let me actually, because I don't really care. So hold on. Who? I think his name is Josh. Didn't like Joshua somebody faced off against Tyson Fury or something like that? Yeah, I know that that Ukrainian fighter took his record from him. Oh, it hasn't taken place. So the boxer that defeated Anthony Joshua, we were born actually in the same year, 1989. I guess I'm a little bit older than him. Who beat this guy? All right. Hey, that's what we love to see. Uh, this guy right here. What's his name? Andy Ruiz. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, Junior. I mean, I shouldn't because I live here in Texas, so I shouldn't. But Ruiz, I think it's Ruiz. Uh, this guy right here allowed victory to defeat him. And this is why you have to be mindful in loss and in victory. This guy defeated him. That was his biggest fight of his life. That fight put his name in the limelight. And after that fight, he went downhill from there because he allowed victory to defeat him. He didn't look as good in their rematch. He took that loss and he came back and he beat him. But because not only, I mean, he didn't beat him because he was a better boxer. He beat him because Andy already beat himself. You saw videos of him enjoying his victory with his family, not eating the correct way. We all, if you're an athlete, or if you're an aspiring athlete, or if you just want to be healthy in general, you know certain things that you're not supposed to eat. We know that certain foods are there just to make people feel good. But as an athlete, you know you're not supposed to drink sodas. You know you're not supposed to eat pizza. Those are what athletes will call cheat foods after intense training, after eating bland foods. You have a nutritionist that creates meal plans for you, and you follow those meal plans to the T. You can see that he was not adhering to none of that shit, and that's what cost him. And what we can learn from his mistake. Being a trader, we see that shit all the time. You get a payout. What's the next thing that happens after we get a payout? We get overconfident. We blow those accounts. We get humbled, and then we have to start over. So in victory, we have to stay humble. And that video that I shared in the link, I think is a great way to make sure that your mindset is correct. All right, so all we have now is just runners. Uh, it took a couple of trades, but we should be profitable. We should be profitable. I should have made all my money back, and I should be profitable. Uh, I'll just take that. All right. Okay. All right. So I'll just let this one run. I'll let this one run. Looks like I should have let my actually no. Looks like I got out of the top with gold. All right. So it looks like I got out at the top, at least for right now. But I'm happy with that gold trade too. I'm going to put my stop in profit. I don't need it to come all the way back. Just because it's a runner doesn't mean I need to give back my profits. Dude, hey, that is, man, I will say this. The diet that I had to adhere to, a lot of people would just break from the diet, man. The diet breaks people. Just think about that. The diet will break you because, especially if you're used to eating a certain way, uh, you know how addictive the human body is. It's addicted to pleasure, no matter what form it comes in. Uh, it's addicted to the feel good chemicals that is released, and it will do anything to release those chemicals to enjoy that trip, right? Eating a certain way, dude, is not fun. I had so this diet that I have now, it went through so many tweaks. Obviously, the foundation is there because I want to personally be able to steer this ship, my form, into my 90s and still be able to move. I believe I shared this with you guys, but I used to work at when I was in college. They had a VA center there, and I volunteered there at the VA center for, and I met this gentleman, and you won't believe how old he was. You would not believe how old this man was. Don't know if he's still alive, but he was a 112 years old. Not only was this man 112 freaking years old, you can tell that he was older, but he was still able to walk, talk. But I think his daughter was there to assist him. For whatever reason, longevity runs in their family. And that encounter, that encounter really opened my mind to the idea that if you're not really touching that 100-year mark here on this physical plane, then there's something that you're not doing because it's obviously achievable. And I know that there's other factors. I know that some people don't want to live that long. I have an understanding that when the soul doesn't want to be here anymore, and there's no more purpose, then the body slowly dies, and that person just wants to, I guess, start over, per se, right? So I understand that there's a lot of factors that goes in with a human's lifespan. But for as long as I'm on this physical plane, I want my body to be functional. I want it to feel youthful. And I don't ever want to be in a situation where I can't live my life because I'm bedridden or I'm sick of something. I mean, that idea alone will motivate me to do everything that I need to do now so I can keep this body for as long as possible. Now, once I cut out the McDonald's, I cut out the Popeyes, the Chick-fil-A's, pizza, all the destructive foods that are not food, that doesn't provide any equivalent exchange for your body, because you got to think about it. When you eat your food, uh, your body is utilizing resources to break it down, and in return, the equivalent exchange with that is that the food that is breaking down is supposed to provide nutrients for your system. And if it's breaking down bullshit like pizza dough, candies, fats, grease, flour, fried foods, and it's not extracting any nutrition, you just basically used a lot of resources and got nothing in return. And that's why people get sick. At least that's my opinion. I'm not a doctor or nothing, but I mean, I'm an observer. I can observe that with people with a similar diet, they experience similar results, and people with another diet experience the same results. So I mean, it has to do something with the diet, at least. That's my observation, at least. And through personal experience, my two diets are night and day. I have mental clarity. I have the energy. I see that my body is recovering faster. When I'm in the gym, with my frame, I'm lifting more than someone my size because of my diet. And it just kind of goes to show that I'm not trying to build mass, I'm trying to build strength. And when I go to the gym, which is a part of trading and all that other stuff, well, it all ties together. So, kind of going back to the point, that diet that I've constructed for myself, it was research, research, research. What food provides the chemicals that my body needs to rebuild, and what foods take away from my body. And unfortunately, this is how I know Satan exists and that there is a devil and a God, because everything that tastes great is bad for you, and everything that doesn't taste good is good for you. It's like the craziest thing in the world, man. Everything that's good is bad for you, or it has a negative effect on your body, or on your mental, or on your hormones, or you become chemically imbalanced if you eat too much of this or you eat too much of that. It's like, God damn, dude. It got to the point to where it was like, at one point, it was like, damn, what can I eat? It really got to that point. What could I eat? And then I just looked to see what athletes are eating. And my God, that diet, I mean, shit, it just makes me respect athletes even more. The ones that do it the right way. Because that rice, greens, chicken, beef, turkey, whatever you want for your animal protein, man, God damn, that shit is tough. Man. That's just tough. It's tough. So I can understand why these athletes have cheat days. They go straight to McDonald's and just indulge, because it's like, dude, that shit is tough. Really tough. Really tough. So, but I'm going to trail this. I'm going to trail this as it goes higher. I'm not even going to allow this thing to pull back on me like that. I was able to get my money back. I know I'm positive. So I'm going to be responsible and trail this thing as it goes higher. Gout? Isn't that so? I'm not, like I said, I'm not a nutritionist. So, but if it, from my understanding, I thought gout was due to excess grease and lard. Like that's usually how people get gout. But I mean, let's ask. Let's ask the AI tool what gout is. All I know is that now as men, so I want to be very clear about this. We all know that men and women are very different. This gout is a common form of inflammatory arthritis characterized by sudden episodes of severe pain, swelling, blah, 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 blah. Attacks, extremely painful. Main cause is having too much uric acid in the blood. Uric acid forms needle-shaped crystals in the joint, triggering inflammation. How does uric acid? As men, we can't eat the foods that women eat. Cakes, cookies. I mean, girls aren't supposed to eat that either. I mean, let's just be very clear about that. But as men, obviously, we're held to a higher standard in terms of how we are presented in society. If you're not a peak male at physical, mental, and spiritual peakness, being the best version of yourself, as men, we will be judged. Uh, you can cry about it on social media all you want. You can you can have people on social media say that, you can be yourself and blah, 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 blah. And I promise you, if you adhere to that, those same men or those same women that say that shit, if you were to go up to them and say, I'm a great person, let's try to see if we can form a relationship. she'll will always say the same phrase. The girl that chooses you will be very lucky, but it won't be her. I promise you. As men, we just have to accept that that's who we are in society. We are the leaders. We are the role models. If you pay attention, the men that women respect, those are the men that they follow. If you want to be followed, be someone that women can respect, women and children and other men. And unfortunately, as a man, I mean, unfortunately, we can't sit here and eat candies and cakes and cookies and all kind of other bullshit without going to the gym and exercising and doing what's necessary to burn all that fat. I mean, if you're just sitting on the couch just eating and you're not burning any of that fat, well, you know, it's going to build up. And honestly, I don't see that as an unfortunate reality, but I understand that some men do. So when it comes to the way that we eat, if your body is attacking you, 9 times out of 10, it's because of what you're putting into it. 9 times out of 10. Now, obviously, if there's something in your family that is genetic and there are certain diseases or disabilities that are passed down through the gene line, obviously, you can't control that, obviously, right? But the things that you can control is your weight and your physical appearance. You can definitely control that. I don't care what nobody says. So if someone says that, oh, obesity runs in my family, give them some Ozempic and we'll see how fat that person stays. And if they can get small taking a drug like Ozempic, then that right there breaks that whole logic or that excuse that people have used to stay in that comfort zone. Oh, everybody in my family is obese, so I'm gonna be obese. That it doesn't make sense. Give them some Ozempic or some crack or something, and you'll see how skinny they can get. And if they can get skinny off of Ozempic, you can go to the gym and get skinny that way too and build yourself. I'm considering if I should let this thing run or if I should take profits. Like, I'm really considering that. I mean, this is only a micro. It's not going to make or break where I take profits at. It's not going to make or break it. But I don't want to have this thing pull back to the break even. But at the same time, I want to capture as much profits out of this as possible. If I see price break this high, then I'll just keep trailing it as I see price continues, because I don't think the bears are going to step up anywhere. I mean, they suck. You out of it? Well, why did you take it here, Cave Trader? Why did you take it here? Because the structure is saying that this thing can continue to go higher. It hasn't broken down. It hasn't broken down, so the structure suggests that we can go higher. I just don't know how high, so I'm just going to trail it as best as possible. It says just a tick from TP. Hmm. Shit, we're up 100 points, 110 points from the entry. Once this thing gets far enough, I will lock my stop at 100 points. Or maybe I can lock my stop at 90. Maybe I can lock my no. If I lock my stop at 100 points, I mean, I can definitely get stopped out. Bro, yeah. Congratulations on that cave trader. That was a great long. That was a great long. Beautiful long. Beautiful long entry. Or my bad. A beautiful long play. Mm. Let me see, man. Let me see. How far can this thing go? Mm. You know what? This thing can definitely keep going. So I'm gonna leave my I'm gonna leave my target like right there. This is a measured move. I'm measuring the move for this last target. Like I said, I'm just gonna trail this as best as possible. Don't want to give up too much though. Actually, no, 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 no. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up too much. I'm not gonna give up too much. Let's look at gold. Man, good thing I got out of this thing, man. Good thing I got out of this, man. I'm so happy with this gold trade right here. I'm so happy with it. Instead, because honestly, this thing missed. So my original target was at 79.5. It didn't miss me by like a freaking tick. Trying to be nasty to me. It's literally missed me by a tick. But it's like not today, gold. You're not gonna take away. You're not gonna, you're not gonna do that. Mm. Looks like there's a bunch of liquidity sitting at 800 on the Nasdaq. All right, so what I'll do, what I'll do in this situation, we'll see what happens at we'll see what happens. I just want to keep I just want to keep my okay. All right. I mean, we can see a run here. All right. So I got 100 points, about 100 points locked in here. Mm, okay. Yo, congratulations on that cave trader. Congratulations, man. Lock in some more profits on that. So now I have 120 points locked in. 120 points locked in. So I'm good on this trade. I mean, whatever happens, if it hits my target, if it's my stop, I'm good. I'm good. I got 124 points locked in. 120 points locked in. So I don't, this is one of the things that I mean, I'm up 500 ticks right now, right? Just imagine if I was in minis, and I'm not going to sit here and say that, when we catch big moves like this on the stream, I'm not going to sit here and try to mislead you guys and say that my next, or at least that next thought is like, man, just imagine if he was in minis with this damn thing. You'd really be up. I would be up about like what, 120 points on one MNQ contract. I'd be up $2,400 right now. $2,400 on one contract. I think I would be up about like 4K on the day. Okay, cool. Hey, that's a great trade. I'll take that. That was a beautiful trade. Very beautiful trade. I mean, if we're gonna recap all that, man, I looked away for 1 second, and then the Nasdaq does that to me, man. I don't know why I took my limit off right here, because I mean, if I was still in this, if I still had my limit sitting here, I would have captured this move, and I wouldn't have to have that aggressive entry that I had earlier. I had 2 losses. I respected my stop. I didn't adjust it. And I was able to capture the move going higher, which focusing on the process and not the profits. All right, so let's see what gold is doing. All right, so I mean, we had this big move down. I mean, that was a big move down. I think gain weight is probably still short, because the market came back in, and it looks like they're selling off from right there. So I think gain weight is probably still short on this. You think so? I mean, right now, you've had a big move higher, a two-legged pullback into support. So let's recap this for real. Let's really look at what happened. You got your support area. You have your big move higher. You have your two-legged pullback into support. Sure, I'm the market maker. I just have a stream to trick you guys, huh? So you got an area of support, you got a breakout, two-legged pullback into support, and then you got the market moving, taking out this high right here. So this high is going to definitely be an area of importance. So this is what I'm going to look for, because that right there should be the end of the move. And I'm not saying that the market can't go higher, but that's usually the price action cycle right there. And once we get price to break out above that previous high, That usually is the market sweeping liquidity above this high. Usually, I'm not saying that this is what this is now. I'm just saying that the data does show that once we see that breakout, that blow off top, once we see that blow off top, then the market usually kind of uses this area as resistance for that move back down. Now, I'm not saying that this is what happens. I'm not saying that. The Bears suck. So when it comes to Bears, we all know that it's going to take them 10 hours just to do that, 24 hours just to do it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at a book map right now. And there's a lot of book map streams out there now. And it kind of gives you different perspectives. The Think with Bookmap channel, I think that's probably the most popular. It has the biggest community that I've seen so far. I know that there's other bookmap channels out there because, like I said, I see them, but Think with Bookmap has the biggest. I think with Bookmap was probably one of the first communities, bookmap communities, and this channel has all the bells and whistles. But if you kind of want to have a more simpler view of the market, where you can like you don't have all the gamma levels, you don't, or not the gamma, the delta levels. You don't have all this the like I said, the bells and whistles on this channel, and you just want something simple. Uh, I kind of look at both of the channels at the same time, but I do see myself looking more at the more simple version where I see like the um the supply and demand areas and stuff like that. And the stuff that they say is that if you have too many options or if you got too much things to analyze, you usually don't make a decision, and that is definitely true. Yeah. At least in my experience, that's definitely true. I don't know what to believe. You got like 10 heap areas in one area. It's like, well, shit. Which one do which one do I wait and trade at? But the more simpler ones that doesn't have all the bells and whistles, it just shows you where people are building their positions at. You can look at it, and from there you can make your trading decisions. 795 entry. Yeah, that's a great entry, man. Said if it breaks, you'll target 622. Yeah, I think yeah. I think yeah. Well, I mean, you already know gain weight. You already know. You already know where the bull's going to come in at. I mean, it's right there. It's right there. They're going to come in, or at least they're going to try. I guess let's be realistic. If you're going to short this, I think a better target, and you can do what you want, it's your account, but a better target would probably be 720 than 620 because you already know the bulls are sitting here waiting at this or pie. You know they're waiting here. And you already know that the bears are going to get fearful and they're going to take their profits at that low. Now, if the bulls do something, if the bears do something like this, they break and then they fail to get back above this high right here, then okay, yeah, I'll definitely be on board with a orb low retest. I'll definitely be on board with that. Honestly, if they break the orb high, this will actually be a great short entry right here, with your stop above that high right there. I'm not talking to game weight. I'm just talking about like in general. I'm not going to ever tell anybody how to trade their account, but that's what I will be looking for right there. Stop and profit. Mm. Well, so the stream account is done. We can get back into the other account. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I mean, that is true though. That is definitely true. Being spread too thin across accounts, that does take up a lot of mental and emotional capital. I watched this other video by this other creator today, and he was talking about the dangers of copy trading and copy trading across multiple firms. And what he said was very true because right now I have accounts with my funded futures, I have accounts with Tradeify, and I have accounts. Oh shit! Ah, damn. Mm, damn. Mm. I got accounts with Tradeify. Oh my god, forgot about this account. I forgot about this account. I don't. I haven't traded in this account. I gotta make $9,000. I haven't traded it. Mm. Well, mm. Mm. You took pro. Oh shit. Mm. Okay. Let me see. Mm. 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 Mm, 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 mm. I have to really think about this. I'm gonna have to think about that. Mm, okay. Well, let's see. I don't trust the Bears or nothing. So let's see if we can get a push back up here. Mm. It's taking the short the right decision here. Or are we just going to see a bunch of bullshit here? All right. Mm. I guess the Nasdaq decided to show me mercy today. Mm. Shit, I got dude. I'm trading. These are 5 minis right here. This is super gambling that I'm doing right now. I'm in 5 minis right now. Yeah, the market ain't gonna make this easy. There used to be a time where you can get into a short and you wouldn't be in this position for too long. But mm, okay. Because I don't want to add a mini chart to my. I mean, that'll be a slippery slope. If I set up a minis chart, um, nah, I promise you I will use it. I'm telling myself that this is just a if it dies trade because I haven't this thing rebuilds in like what 10 days and I have not been trading this account. I forgot about this shit honestly, and then I just remembered it. I was like, oh shit, I got a Tradify account that I spent money on and didn't trade, so I want to at least start putting some money into it. And this first trade has to I need to be kind of aggressive with this first one. Yeah. I mean, I kind of know that I kind of know what to expect. I've already prepared myself for the chop, the potential break even to stop. Kind of already accepted that to be a possibility because you already know the Bears just suck. But it would be nice if they can just follow through with this without having to pull back to the but having to pull back. That would be nice. If it gets too strong, I mean, if this momentum gets too strong, like how I was getting right now, god damn Bears, my god, dude. Mm, there we go, baby. There we go. There we go. Just keep on doing that. Just keep on doing that. 729. Just keep on doing that. Yeah, me too, gain weight. Me too. Shit, honestly, I would need that shit to break 720. 720 is definitely the level this shit needs to break for sure. Honestly, if it breaks 720, then I can probably shoot for something like that, honestly, if it can break it. Uh, no way. No way. Oh, hell nah. She stole. Oh, that's the last time I'm going to share any of my ideas with her. That's the last time. She's trying to make back that too. Yo, that is fucking hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. I guess, man, if you, I'm not gonna hate on nobody else's hustle. I mean, if you want to spend $1,000 to learn from someone that doesn't know how to trade themselves, well, shit, it's your money. No, Nasdaq, no, please, no, 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 no. No, 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 not to break even. No, not to break even. No. Oh my God, you bears suck. God damn. God damn. Oh my God, the break even. Oh my God. Let's see how this candle closes right here. Damn. Damn. If it breaks back above that line, I have to consider getting out of this. Fuck. Being up 30 points on five lots, just to get stopped out. Fucking Bears, man. All right. All right, man. Let's look at gold. Nasdaq fucking sucks. Nasdaq Bears suck. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get like a YOLO trade with gold or something. And no matter how much you over leverage with gold, it just ain't gonna do it. Damn, Nasdaq, for real? All right. Mm. Damn, go. I mean, damn, Nasdaq. You ain't gotta be nasty like that, man. I was about to say, I was like, where the hell is my? All right, man. Don't. Fucking Nasdaq, man. Freaking Nasdaq. Okay. Yo, Nasdaq. Why? Yo, why? Yo, why are you doing this? Yo, god damn, Nasdaq. Shit. Okay. All right. I mean, I feel better about that then. I feel better about that. Okay. Okay. I feel better about that. At least that account didn't go to waste. At least it didn't go to waste. Okay. You know what, Nasdaq? Oh my god. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I think my daughter's TV went off or something like that. Yo, what? No, Nasdaq. Why? Why? I haven't given her an account sacrifice in a while, apparently. Of course. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Mm. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Nasdaq. I wonder why why did you do that? Why? Why? Why Nasdaq? Why? 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 No, I mean that account is I got it for 45% off. So it's a so I mean I paid $200 for it, but uh, I didn't want it to rebuild, and I didn't take it one trade in it. So I mean that's just one trade and one account I don't have to worry about. So it was a if it died kind of a trade right there, and unfortunately it died. It's always back to the break even, man. No matter how far it travels, it finds its way back to the break even. Always. All right. No matter how far it travels, it always finds its way back home. Hmm. Hmm. Always finds its way right back home. If we don't see a bounce here, then I'm going to get out of this trade. If we don't see the bounce here, but if we see a bounce here, I'm not going to add to it or not. Damn. Okay. Hmm. Mm. Gang, wait, I don't know why you're saying that because I was short with right along with you. It's just that the Bears freaking suck, and I just had a feeling just to wait and just go long, but I figured that at least the Bears would get it back to the orb high. I mean, god damn, Bears, god damn, you don't gotta suck that bad. Yeah, I mean, if anything's a teachable moment, that's the teachable moment. If anything, that's the teachable moment. I should have took the profits when I saw it. Hold on, what's going on? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what orders. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what happened. Let me look at my dashboard real quick, guys. Give me a second. I have no clue what happened. Uh, I made $1,500 somewhere. I made $1,500. What account is that? I mean, that's always a great problem to have, making money that you're unaware that you made. But um, okay. Um, yeah, I must have had a limit sitting somewhere, and it got filled, and I made some money. It's always a great problem to have. Great, got that order filled. Great. I don't know what the hell that was. No, that account was blown. Or no, I mean that account is already. Well, actually, I hit daily loss limit. I got one more day to kind of make that money back. But um, I don't know what account that was. Where I made 1,500. I mean, so you see where it says 34. That's the account that hit daily loss limit. I don't know. I don't know what the heck happened here. I don't know what account this is. I don't know what account that is. Did I go? Okay. I don't know what account that is. Let me see. So, oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This account. Hmm, interesting. Yo, I guess it's always a good thing when you make money that you don't know about. I guess, right? Okay. Well, I'll take it. So today, I mean, you can see that I'm super green today. Aside from the account that I blown, or not, I had daily loss limit in, trying to gamble. I had only 10 more days in that account and I didn't take one trade in it. So I was like, well, I mean, if I can get a good head start and pass it, then I don't have any more mental capacity for that account. So I didn't even want to trade it. I'll just let it rebuild. And we'll focus on that account next. But I just didn't want for it to rebuild and I didn't even take not even one trade. So I have one more day tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Uh, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can get a YOLO trade and bring that account back. But I mean, if not, then it's whatever. All right, so we made decent money today. I'm not going to complain about it. Mm. Yeah, if I locked it in, honestly, I'm gonna probably make a rule for shorts. I'm just gonna trail shorts. I'm just gonna scalp shorts. I'm not playing this game with shorts anymore. I'm just not. They suck, and they only work when everybody is trapped. Like a short will probably work at this orb high or something like that because it made a double top. If this thing comes crashing back down, then that orb high is unlikely to work. Is unlikely to work if it comes crashing back down. And so a short will work here, but shorts just freaking suck, man. They just suck. And I would hate to be in a situation where I'm at the last day for a payout and I have to take a short. My heart literally has to prepare for battle because there's just so much emotional turmoil. I mean, K Trader, I mean, we've had this conversation already. Oil sucks. It used to be really great to trade oil. It really was great to trade oil at one point in time in its existence. Now trading oil is just they just said fuck it. Like, I mean, let's just do whatever. Oil just kind of does whatever it wants to do. It doesn't even like it trades in the structure still somewhat, but it doesn't. And which conch is crude on December? Which contract are you trading on, Cave Trader? Let's see what let's see what so CL is on X X X. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right. I mean, like I said, it trades in a structure, but it feels like if you're going to be an oil trader, it's better to be a swing oil trader because intraday, it just sucks intraday. The structure is just not here intraday anymore. It is just not there. And with all this chop, man, dude, like I said, K Trader, I don't know how you do it. or I don't know why you do it. The CL is just not worth the stress, in my opinion. You know, if the Nasdaq didn't do none of this craziness, I would have gotten my target hit. Isn't that crazy? The Nasdaq would have hit that target if she didn't stop me out. And this is kind of why I try to stay away from the Nasdaq in funded accounts or in smaller accounts because of the foolishness. She just had to have pullback. I don't know why she did that to stop me out. Like she pulled back just enough to stop me out, and then go out and then trade higher, man. That's the crazy thing. That's what's crazy. But like I said, I don't have the mental bandwidth for another funded account right now. I just don't. So, yeah, mental and emotional bandwidth for it. Write that down. Write that down. I'm shaking my head, Alfred. I just looked at the page and it's all shameless. It is absolutely shameless. Absolutely shameless. I'm not going to knock nobody else's hustle, but this is absolutely shameless. Shameless. Using terms that other people are familiar with, the inner circle trend line trader. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. Become a trader in 3 days? Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. I mean, but we all know that people's going to buy it. So, we're not going to knock the hustle or hate, but my God. My God. All right. He says he'll give it 6 months. How long you been trading with this so far, Cave Trader? Wow. 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 Yo, Gangway, hey, if someone can drop a $900 course trading trend lines, hmm, hmm, huh, huh, hmm. Mm, mm. Huh. I guess somebody did watch the stream and said, "Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down." I was joking about that shit. That is crazy. What was the previous price? Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Yo, that's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. That is hilarious. Obviously, I should be a marketer and not a trader. Apparently. Damn, Nasdaq. Damn, dude. Damn. Damn, Nasdaq. I mean, this thing pushing up higher as it stops me out, that's always painful. I mean, I think it's always going to be painful, but man. But all right, guys. I'm out of time for this session. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everyone that's joined. We'll definitely come back later on tonight, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good day.